All right, hey guys, and we're back here again with Mr. Burton from Propstream. And what he's going to do is, as we're continuously to build what we're trying to learn. So we've learned how to build our sellers list. And so now we need to know, what do we do with that list? How do we get that list, and what's next? All right, Burton, tell us what to do with that list.
Absolutely. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for joining us again. If you watched our last video on how to build a sellers list, we taught you some best practices on how to build your first sellers list. And as a matter of fact, you're probably now wondering, well, what do I do now? Well, you're going to want to save and perhaps export that list. So here's what you do. Again, you've searched that market, you've added some filters, you got your narrowed down, highly targeted, motivated sellers. What do you do next? Well, here's what you can do next. You can click on unique properties, this blank box, and we'll highlight every single property in your list. Or if you're the one that likes only odd numbers, you can click on just the odd numbers. Or if the list that you built is just a little too much than what you need, you can click on filter right over here, and that will let you just filter within your results. So instead of seeing all 600, how about just numbers 1 through 100 instead? Because, I might be on a tight budget. We totally get it, right? So you can either click on all of them, individual ones, or filter like I just did and select maybe 1 through 100 or 1 through 300, whatever it may be. Now, just a few other things I want to mention before we save your list. Remember that anytime you're building a list, you'll always see your results in what we call pick view. If you want to see it in a different format, there's also list view. And not only do you have list view, but there's this other view called spreadsheet view, not too many people know about. And it's right here, just between the map and your results. And if you click on this little tab, it gives you this spreadsheet view. And the reason I'm mentioning it, because a lot of people ask, well, how frequent are these records? There's actually a column right here that says last updated. And it'll tell you when that record was last updated. And you can click on it twice to organize it from oldest record, click on it once more to highlight it from the most recent record. And in this case, these were the tax delinquencies from 10 years ago. And you can see the dates are exactly nearly 10 years ago. What I
Nice.
also like about this is that you could organize things like the zip code, right? So in our last video, we built this list of delinquent properties. And now I'm organizing all these delinquent properties by zip code. And now I know which zip code has the most delinquent properties. I'm figuring out using data how the market is bleeding, right? Certain zip codes are going to have more financial distress than other zip codes. And I'm doing that utilizing this spreadsheet view. So remember, guys, previous video showed you how to build a list. This video is showing you what you can do after you have that list. But ultimately, whether you're choosing one or all of the results or looking at it pick view, list view, or spreadsheet view, you're probably going to want to end up saving it anyways. So click on all the properties you're interested in saving and then hit add to list. And in doing so, you'll have two options. Either save it to a list you already have or create a new one. And so for this one, we'll call it the Fulton County tax list and hit save. Now at this point, we're going to take these properties that you've built and now put them into a marketing list and send them over here to the left-hand side, which is your toolbar, over to the My Properties page. But here's the thing. You don't have to go there right away. As a matter of fact, once you save your list, you can do it again and again and again. So feel free to hit clear all, search another market, add some filters, save another list. But once you're done doing all of that, and you finally want to see your marketing list, head over to My Properties. And in My Properties, you're going to have different areas to focus on. Favorites, this is an area where if you're searching a specific property and you save that specific property, this is where we're going to save it. Now, just a few moments ago, or in our last video, we searched a market, add some filters, and save that list. That is called a marketing list, and that is going to be found here. So locate your marketing list. It's in alphabetical order. We just found our Fulton County tax list. Once you have that list selected, those properties will now be right smack in the middle. And in this area, you can click on a property and view the details. Or what most of our users typically do is check off all of the properties, go to actions, and either delete records, move them into a favorite area because one property stands out more than another, perhaps move some in a different marketing list. If you have list automator, you can automate it, add it to a folder. You can rename the marketing list. You can delete the marketing list. You can look at some of the template contracts that we have. You can view the properties on a map. But the last two are the most important. Exporting the properties on a CSV file, which is an Excel sheet, or generating mailing labels. Some of you guys are going to want to mail to these properties. We can help you with both. So for most of our users, they're going to want to put it on Excel sheet. And what they're going to do is go to the lists, make sure every single one is checked off, actions, export to a CSV file, and in just a few moments, you'll get your Excel sheet in your download folder. And that's how to save and export in Propstream.
Now that is awesome for everybody. So as you guys following, so now that you've got your list, you now now know how to export that list. There you go. And hey, Burton, again, I appreciate your time today showing us how to find our list, now what to do with that list to get it off of or download it off of Propstream. Hey, guys, appreciate you for joining us again. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
The next time.